If you've ever felt like your emotions go from I'm fine to this is way too much in seconds, you're not imagining it, and it's not you failing at regulation. I'm Amy Kelly, licensed mental health therapist in Florida and Colorado. I run Wildly Authentic Counseling group practice where we help adults with ADHD understand what's happening in their nervous systems in real time, especially when those emotions escalate quickly. For ADHD nervous systems, emotional escalation often happens quickly because emotional information tends to move faster than reflective thought. By the time you consciously register what you're feeling, your body, your nervous system may already be responding. So escalation isn't something you decide to do. It's something that happens automatically. The goal here isn't necessarily to stop those emotions from escalating. The goal is to notice when they start to ramp up, because noticing creates just enough space for support. You don't necessarily need a long pause. You don't need perfect awareness. You just need a little bit earlier awareness than you had before. For adults with ADHD, emotional escalation doesn't start with a big feeling. It starts with subtle shifts, like your thoughts speeding up, a sudden sense of urgency, irritation that feels sharper than the situation warrants, difficulty tracking what somebody is saying, or feeling internally louder. These are often missed because they don't feel dramatic yet, but they're important. There's usually a moment where the nervous system tips from activated to overwhelmed. And that might be when everything suddenly feels personal, feels like an attack. Your body feels tight or restless. You feel an urge to react, escape, or shut down. That tipping point is what we're learning to recognize, not judge. Noticing escalation isn't about catching yourself doing something wrong. It's about saying, oh, this is where my nervous system starts to shift. That awareness can help create regulation. So today's practice is really simple. I want you, when emotions feel like they're rising quickly, ask yourself, and you can do this in retrospect, right? What changed just now? What changed at that tipping point in my body, in my thoughts, or in my urgency? No fixing, no calming, just noticing. When emotions escalate for you, do you notice it more in your body, your thoughts, or your behavior? Let me know in the comments. For me, my behavior is the easiest one to recognize. You don't have to slow your emotions down necessarily to regulate them. You just have to notice when they start to speed up.